The Museum of Egyptian Antiquities, known commonly as the Egyptian Museum or the Cairo Museum, in Cairo, Egypt, is home to an extensive collection of ancient Egyptian antiquities. It has 120,000 items, with a representative amount on display and the remainder in storerooms. Built in 1901 by the Italian construction company, Garozzo Zaffarani, to a design by the French architect Marcel Durignon, the edifice is one of the largest museums in the region. As of March 2019, the museum was open to the public. In 2021, the museum is due to be superseded by the newer and larger Grand Egyptian Museum at Giza. History. The Egyptian Museum of Antiquities contains many important pieces of ancient Egyptian history. It houses the world's largest collection of pharaonic antiquities. The Egyptian government established the museum built in 1835 near the Ezbekeye Garden and later moved to the Cairo Citadel. In 1855, Archduke Maximilian of Austria was given all of the artifacts by the Egyptian government. These are now in the Kunsthistorisches Museum, Vienna. A new museum was established at Boulak in 1858 in a former warehouse, following the foundation of the new Antiquities Department under the direction of Auguste Mariette. The building lay on the bank of the Nile River, and in 1878 it suffered significant damage due to the flooding of the Nile River. In 1891, the collections were moved to a former royal palace, in the Giza district of Cairo. They remained there until 1902 when they were moved, for the last time, to the current museum in Tahrir Square, built by the Italian company of Giuseppe Garozzo and Francesco Zaffarani to a design by the French architect, Marcel Durignon. In 2004, the museum appointed Wafaya El Sadik as the first female director general. During the Egyptian Revolution of 2011, the museum was broken into, and 2 mummies were destroyed. Several artifacts were also shown to have been damaged and around 50 objects were lost. Since then, 25 objects have been found. Those that were restored were put on display in September 2013 in an exhibition entitled Damaged and Restored. Among the displayed artifacts are 2 statues of King Tutankhamun made of cedar wood and covered with gold, a statue of King Akhenaten, Ushapti statues that belong to the Nubian kings, a mummy of a child and a small polychrome glass vase. Interior design. There are 2 main floors in the museum, the ground floor and the first floor. On the first floor there is an extensive collection of large-scale works in stone including statues, reliefs and architectural elements. These are arranged chronologically in clockwise fashion, from the pre-Dianeistic to the Greco-Roman period. The first floor is dedicated to smaller works, including papyri, coins, textiles, and an enormous collection of wooden sarcophagi. The numerous pieces of papyrus are generally small fragments, due to their decay over the past 2 millennia. Several languages are found on these pieces, including Greek, Latin, Arabic, and Ancient Egyptian. The coins found on this floor are made of many different metals, including gold, silver, and bronze. The coins are not only Egyptian, but also Greek, Roman, and Islamic. This has helped historians research the history of ancient Egyptian trade. Also on the ground floor are artifacts from the New Kingdom, the time period between 1550 and 1069 BC. These artifacts are generally larger than items created in earlier centuries. Those items include statues, tables, and coffins. It also contains 42 rooms. Upon entering through the security check in the building, one looks toward the atrium in the rear of the building with many items on view from sarcophagi and boats to enormous statues. On the first floor there are artifacts from the final 2 dynasties of Egypt, including items from the tombs of the pharaohs, Thutmose III, Thutmose IV, Amenephis II, Hatshepsut, and the courtier Meher-Pri, as well as many artifacts from the Valley of the Kings, in particular the material from the intact tombs of Tutankhamun in Saseni. 2 special rooms contain a number of mummies of kings and other royal family members of the New Kingdom. On April 3, 2021, 22 of these mummies were transferred to the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization in Fustat in a grand parade dubbed the Pharaoh's Golden Parade. Memorial to famous Egyptologists. In the garden adjacent to the building of the museum, a memorial to famous Egyptologists of the world is located. It features a monument to Auguste Mariette, surrounded by 24 busts of the following Egyptologists: François Chabas, Johannes Dumeiken, Conradus Leemans, Charles Wycliffe Goodwin, Emmanuel de Rouget, Samuel Birch, Edward Hinks, Luigi Vasali, Emil Bruch, Carl Richard Lepsius, Theodule Deveria, Vladimir Golenishev, Ippolito Rosellini, Labib Hibachi, Sami Gabra, Salim Hassan, Ahmed Kamal, Zakaria Ghanem, Jean-François Champollion, Amadeo Peyron, Willem Pleit, Gaston Maspero, Peter Lepage Renouf and Kazimierz Michalovsky.